Hi guys, my name is Arif and today we're going to make a game in Scratch. By the end of making the game, this is how your game should work. So your character is game over. Your character is meant to avoid the object, and it can go right, up, right, game over. So it's meant to avoid the object, left, right, up, game over. So we're going to start making the game out, but this is basically how the game should work. So the first thing we're going to do is search for this website in your browser, and it will literally lead you over here, and this is the platform we're going to use to make the game. So if you've used Scratch before, you can sign in. If you haven't, just click join, and this will help you to make your account. So let's start making the game then. First, we're going to make the background, and we're going to make the shape of a background into a rectangle, and you can see it on the screen. So you can pick any color that you would like, but I'm just gonna go for black, and you can see how it changes on the screen. So I accidentally did my second background, so I'm gonna do the first background now, and similar to how I did the second, that's how I'm doing this one as well. I'm gonna do game over on the second background, and this is going to show the game over screen. And I picked red for now, so we can make adjustment to the size of the game over of the text. So just do whatever size you want and adjust it to your liking. And I'm gonna just change the color because I prefer the yellow, so I'm gonna change the color from red to yellow. Next, I'm going to work on the characters. As you can see, you can get the characters from picking the sprites. So there's different types of sprite that you can pick from. So just look through and pick whichever one you want. But now I'm going to do my character now. So I'm going to paint a character instead of using sprite. So I'm just gonna go with a plain red circle at the moment, and because I just want to draw this character as plainly and easily, and you can make any adjustment to your shape as you want, or design your own character. So if you design your own character, you can make all the adjustments. And it's gonna show on the screen to your right. As you can see, my adjustments are being showed. So I'm currently doing the eyes of the character, and it was just easier to copy and paste the eyes. And I'm doing the lips, the mouth of the character now. As you can see, you don't have to follow the character I'm making. You could just make your own character that you want to make. So I'm just adjusting it. Next, I'm going to make the object that the character is going to avoid. And I just do plain rectangle, red color to match the character, and I'll just adjust the size. again, you can design your object however you want, but this is just a basic one to show you how you could do it. Just adjusting a few things. So it looks it looks good now. So I'm just going to work on the code for the character now. So the code will allow the character to behave and do the steps that I want it to do. So whenever the green flag is clicked, the character is going to perform all these actions. Follow my steps in creating the code for the character, so we'll be able to get the character moving up to down to left to right and any direction that is clicked. So I'm gonna create a variable left and right, so L and R stands for left and right, and make another variable U and D stands for up and down, and I'll click this so the variables can show in the screen. And this is going to help us for moving our character up and down and left and right. So I'm going to do the color coordination. So if our character touches the same color as the object, then we'll be able to change our backdrop to our second backdrop, which has the game over. Because remember, the purpose of the game is for the character to avoid the object as long as it can. So right now I'm doing or assignment. So we're gonna set boundaries that if the character moves too high above the screen, below the screen, to right of the screen, and we're not able to see it, then it's going to stop the game. It's going to bring the screen that says game over because you've stretched the limit of where the character should be. So your character should always stay within the screen, and it stops all if you reach those limits where the character can't be seen. So next we're going to do the code for moving the character right. Since the code for the left is pretty much the same, we just duplicate it. but we changed the constant to -10 instead of 10 since it's going backwards. And we're going to do the up one, the up code, and it's gonna change. We changed the variables from up to down, and we deleted the last block. So now our game is running. So I'm going to test run the game now and see if it works. Okay, so it seems like we have a problem that our game over screen is the one that's showing, even though the screen should appear all black. So we're gonna see what's wrong, and I see there the backdrop was 2 instead of 1. So it works now. See, the character moves up, down, right, left, and it reaches the limit, so it says game over. So now we're going to work on the object, and for the object we want the object to be randomly moving around the screen by itself when the arrow is clicked. So we're going to write the code for that, and we're going to use a loop so the object can be moving around the screen on when the green flag is clicked. Follow the video steps. So if the backdrop, which is the screen, says game over, then we want the object to stop moving. As you can see, it's moving around. So the game works now, so I'm going to purposely lose